February 20th. I'm Mary Strong alongside meteorologist Jerry Steffen. As you mentioned yesterday, the winds just whoop. They really picked up late yesterday.
Yeah, it's all done. We had a wet and windy week, and basically today it comes to an end. So yeah, it's going to settle down a little bit. A little cool though. Nice colors on the horizon there as the sun's about to come up. As you look at our Walter Clark 111
so
camp.
Pretty.
But we do have a warm-up heading our way, and I'll let you know how warm it's going to get.
Okay, can't wait to hear. Thanks, Jer. Riverside County will temporarily take over operations at Palo Verde Hospital after the Palo Verde Healthcare District Board approved a management agreement last night. The plan could begin February 23rd, pending bankruptcy court approval. The county will oversee the emergency department and clinic and support services. Riverside University Health System will lead the effort, appointing interim executives and medical leadership to stabilize operations. The county has also issued a $1 million 5-year loan to support the emergency department. The 51-bed hospital in bankruptcy after years of financial trouble has operated only emergency and clinical services since May. Before you hit the road this morning, we're tracking road closures in the valley today. East Vista Chino and North Gene Autry at the Wash reopened yesterday. There is only one road closure in effect at this time this morning. North Indian Canyon Drive is closed still. Of course, we're keeping a close eye on conditions, and we will let you know if anything changes. We're going to head back outside for a live look at our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Palm Springs. Jerry, skies seem pretty clear this morning.
Yeah, we'll see plenty of sunshine this afternoon, a little bit different than over the past couple of days. Another view outside, Toro Pecan, 8,700 feet up at the Santa Rosa Mountains. Looking to the east. Sun, yeah, not yet up, but look at this. The communications tower, it's kind of dark, but you can see all the ice and snow sticking to it from the storm system that we had moved through yesterday. 47 degrees, yeah, cool start. Winds have calmed down. We have 55% relative humidity. That will drop throughout the day as we get a wind shift out of the northeast. 49 degrees at Desert Hot Springs, 47 at the airport, and Indio at 50 degrees right now. And winds have settled down over the Coachella Valley, much of Southern California right now. 15-mile-an-hour gust around the San Gorgonio Pass. That's about it. Yeah, we have a system exiting the area. The tail end of the cold front still bringing maybe a couple clouds into the area, but mostly sunny skies expected this afternoon. And looking for echoes in Southern California. Not seeing anything right now. We could see some smattering of very light sprinkles along San Diego County. That's about it, but very rare that that will happen. System exits the area. Even the rain with that system moving into Arizona will begin to dissipate later today. Temps remain below normal, low to middle 60s today. And the advisories we have for the wind and the snow basically have come to an end. They should drop that very soon for Southern California. Dew points in the upper 20s today with temps that'll be, like I said, below normal. Should be in the mid-70s instead. 63 degrees today in Palm Springs and Indio. 64 Rancho Mirage and La Quinta. 59 today at Desert Hot Springs. Comfort Air 3-day forecast. Upper 60s tomorrow. Lots of sunshine Saturday and dry air. And then we get back closer to normal. Middle 70s. That'll be with mostly sunny skies on Sunday. And a warmer week next week. We'll take a look at that. Full forecast and 7-day coming up in just a few minutes. Keep it there.
All right, Jerry. We'll see you soon. Well, last night was the ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Cathedral City Boys and Girls Club, unveiling its new Panda Care Center of Hope. It's an upgraded space for teens to help with their academic success. Our NBC Palm Springs' Brett Rosen was at the ceremony and has the story for us.
It's a celebration at the Cathedral City Boys and Girls Club, a teen center once built for just preschoolers, now with the help of Panda Cares, is now called the Center of Hope, a space for both middle and high schoolers to advance in their education.
Everything was on this miniature scale, and so the teens it didn't fit. The fact that we have ed centers like this to support their academic success, we have leadership programs, we have STEM programs. Really what we try to preach is that everyone has a gift inside, and our goal is to help you find your gift.
The Cathedral City Boys and Girls Club Center of Hope received a $45,000 grant for renovations. According to the teens themselves, it's not just about investing in their education, but the center also playing a significant role in giving them more confidence.
I used to have social anxiety. I'd stutter over my own words, and I wouldn't be able to really form a sentence or meet a new person. But now that I've met a lot of new friends, and the teen centers really helped me become a better talker.
It's helped me become a lot more confident in how I speak to people, because I used to have really bad social anxiety, and now, as you see, I can speak to you perfectly.
At the end of the day, the space isn't just for creating memories, but also getting your schoolwork done. And with endless study space and school supplies to choose from, the students who will use this space say this will only push them to hit the books more.
It seems a lot more like comfortable and more like relaxing, which I think is a good part for like doing your homework too.
I haven't always been a studious person, but when my mom started taking me to the Boys and Girls Club, and once we started having time to do our homework, it's helped me more in school to focus because this is a quiet area where you can do your homework.
For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Brett Rosen.
Well, James Workman Middle School hosted its first Black History celebration last night. The community event featured performances, youth presentations, and local vendors. It was a celebration of Black excellence, highlighting their cultural contributions and fostering unity within the community. Olive Crest Desert Communities hosted its annual Power of One fundraising dinner last night. The event was at Tommy Bahama Miramonte Resort and Spa in Indian Wells and featured a reception, live auction, and dinner. Organizers say the fundraiser helped provide safe homes, counseling, and education for at-risk and vulnerable youth, with a focus on preventing child abuse and strengthening families. This year's keynote speaker was human trafficking survivor and advocate Elia Azaria, who has shared her story and spoke about protecting children from exploitation.
It's a community response. People want to look at trafficking and exploitation and think it's an online problem, or it's a other people problem, or it's a foster care problem. And it definitely includes all of those things, but this is a community problem. And anytime we have people in our community who have unmet needs, especially children and families, there will be other people, traffickers, exploiters, abusers, who are willing to meet those needs at a cost. So the race is, can we get to those families? Can we get to those people and meet those needs before somebody with ulterior motives does it?
Olive Crest says the annual dinner plays a key role in funding services that support thousands of local children and families each day. It's time now for Fido Fridays. It's a segment we do to highlight the new community program called Fido. It was started by members of the community and allows locals to take a dog out of the shelter for a day to help decompress the dog, and it gives you a furry friend to enjoy the day with. This week, our community contributor Jen Agnew introduces us to Coco. Take a look.
This is 3-year-old Coco, and she has been at the shelter since October 3rd. Come here. Hi.
Coco is pure love. She's great in the car, wonderful with other dogs, and adores every person she meets.
She loves hugs. Isn't she adorable? She's a big love. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she loves hugs and kisses, so get ready. Look at you, baby. Looking for a new puppy? Well, you don't have a dog. It's all about balance. Looking for a dog? My husband is it. Well, you know what the wife says goes, so let's not even worry about the husband.
Fido is about visibility and hope. These dogs didn't choose their circumstances, but they still show up with love every single day. By shining a light on them, we're helping turn uncertainty into second chances and giving them the opportunity they truly deserve to finally find a home.
Oh, Coco is such a cutie. If you would like to adopt Coco, you can contact the Coachella Valley Animal Campus. The ID number here is A1724465. And if you'd like to become a Fido walker and take a dog out for the day, you can send an email to Pam Solek. That's pam.solek@gmail.com, or find her on the Nextdoor app. And we're excited to announce that 2 pups featured on Fido Fridays have found their forever homes. Jimmy here, who was featured last week, was recently adopted, and Tanya, who we featured earlier last month, was adopted as well. We're so excited that they found their forever homes, and thanks to the community for stepping up. Riverside County has launched a new partnership aimed at giving shelter dogs a second chance. The Ironwood Dog Foster Program pairs adoptable dogs with inmate caretakers at Ironwood State Prison in Blythe. The goal is to help the dogs socialize, exercise, and learn basic skills outside the often stressful shelter environment. So far, 31 Riverside County dogs have entered the program, and 8 have already been adopted into forever homes without returning to a shelter. County officials say the structured setting helps the dogs thrive while also easing overcrowding in local kennels. To see adoptable dogs in the program or learn how to support it, you can visit rcdas.org/Ironwood. Well, if you've been putting off a trip to the vet for your dog or cat, this weekend could be a perfect chance to take care of it. A low-cost dog and cat clinic is happening today and Saturday at the ABC Recovery Center in Indio from 10 to 1:30. Pet owners can get licenses, microchips, vaccines, and even spay and neuter services all in one place. Prices are budget-friendly, starting at just $13 for a rabies vaccine and $30 to secure a spay or neuter appointment. No appointment is needed for vaccines, but space for spay and neuter services is limited. Organizers are recommending you go online to reserve a spot at CoachellaAnimalNetwork.org. And if you have any questions, you can call the number right here on your screen, 760-848-4284. A great opportunity to keep your pets healthy and protected. Well, coming up right after the break, we'll hear from a doctor about how heart disease has become the leading cause of death for women in the United States. But first, we're going to head back outside for a live look at your Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. We've got some pretty clear skies here to start off our Friday morning, and the rain has subsided. Jerry's going to break down your full 7-day forecast for you straight ahead.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
It's time now for your health today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. Some might be surprised to learn that heart disease is the leading cause of death for women in the United States. Symptoms for women often differ from those from men experience. I spoke with a doctor with the American Heart Association to learn more. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for women in the United States, accounting for 1 in 5 female deaths. For a long time, it was thought to be a man's disease, and women were believed to be protected until menopause. But research has shown women are at real risk, often earlier in life, and sometimes with different symptoms than men. Joining us now is Dr. Edith Jones-Poland from Desert Oasis Healthcare, here with the American Heart Association to share what every woman should know about heart disease. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you.
The #1 killer of women. I mean, that is a big statistic. Why?
Well, largely because heart disease is under-recognized and underdiagnosed for women because we have different risk factors, including menopause and pregnancy, which increase the demands on the heart and changes the risk factors over age.
So we usually talk about men and the symptoms. Are the symptoms the same for women as men, or are they different?
Yeah, they're different, actually. So for women, especially in the incidence of a heart attack, they can experience things like fatigue, nausea, and back pain, in addition to the chest pain. So their symptoms look a little bit different, and so people do not always recognize it or appreciate it, that it is heart disease.
So how do you find out if you have heart disease, and at what age are we starting to get that on our radar?
Yeah, so really screening begins actually much younger nowadays. So they're recommending children as young as 10 begin checking their cholesterol levels. So depending on your family history, the most important thing to do is really checking with your primary care doctor. It's important that really most insurances do cover an annual wellness visit. That's an important time to sit down with your primary care physician, talk about your individual risk factors, and get to know your numbers so that you can start to make those informed decisions working with a provider.
So when you look at your cholesterol, that is the marker that you're looking at to see if you might have the beginnings of heart disease?
Well, really, the American Heart Association has a program where they talk about is know your numbers. So you should know your blood pressure, your BMI, your waist circumference. You should know your A1C in addition to your blood pressure and cholesterol. It's not only one number. It's really knowing all of the numbers plus your individual risk given your family history.
How do we prevent heart disease as women?
Yeah, so it really comes down to the majority of heart disease is really preventable. So, of course, there are some genetic factors, but for most people, it's really lifestyle. It's diet, exercise, stress management, not smoking. So it really is a whole lifestyle approach to really maintaining your heart health.
And how big of a factor is stress? I feel like stress contributes to so many things, disease in the body, in all sorts of cases.
Yeah, it really does. It makes a big impact on our sleep, our choices of food, our choices of exercise. So we know it has a broad impact downstream and how we manage the stress.
This is Heart Health Month, and we've been talking here at NBC about being the first responder on scene for CPR.
Yeah.
It's not just up to the paramedics, right? It's about us being fully present in what's happening and performing CPR. Now it's hands-only CPR, and it just takes seconds to learn how to do it. How important do you feel that is?
Yeah, especially for women. So we know that bystanders are reluctant to perform CPR for women. So the American Heart Association has been educating regarding the hands-only CPR, which is only chest compressions, removing the need for the mouth-to-mouth. Yeah, so that they really simplify it. And the point is just get the chest compressions going and then keep that aid going until the paramedics can arrive. And it makes a big difference.
What would your message be to women out there who are watching today?
My message is always know your numbers, know your individual risk factors, work with your provider, know your waist circumference, your BMI, your blood pressure, your cholesterol. You should know your A1C and know what risk factors you really carry, and then make a plan, a strategy to maintain your heart health.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here and bringing awareness to this really important topic.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday?
Yeah, checking the tram cam here. Yeah, we did pick up some snow, but it's all come to an end right now. And I was looking at some of the totals from this whole week. We had 3 inches at Idlewild, Big Bear, between 18 and 36 inches of new snow. Yeah, here in the valley, as far as rain, yesterday we picked up 2,200s at Whitewater, 3,300s at Cabazon, but for the Coachella Valley it was hit and miss. Most of the action on the west end of the valley, we're talking hundredths of inch. We had Thousand Palms and Palm Springs at 3/100ths of an inch. But overall, we had some impressive totals with those three systems moving through this week. Well over 3 inches at Whitewater of rain, over a ½ an inch at Palm Springs, and 2,300ths of an inch at Thousand Palms. Okay. What's going on today? Well, it's going to be a sunny day. The rain comes to an end. Temperatures cool yesterday. 63 is all you could muster for a high because of the clouds moving through the area and the frontal boundary keeping those temps below normal. 50 degrees at Thousand Palms in Indio. 44, a cool start for Palm Springs. Winds have settled down. Not much in that department. We still have a wind advisory. It's through 9 o'clock, but for the most part, that has come to an end. Same with the winter storm warning for area mountains. The snow has tapered off, too. The system that brought us the precipitation, the last one, has moved its way out of here. You can see a little bit of cloud cover on the tail end of the front, so maybe a couple clouds, but mostly sunny skies. And radar, quiet over Southern California, nothing there. But you got to look to Arizona for some action. Even that will come to an end as that system pulls out of the area. Cool and drier today. We get a wind shift. It's out of the west this morning. It'll turn out of the northeast late tonight, and that will bring us dry air. Winds, really not much of a problem over the next few days, just light and breezy for the Coachella Valley. That's about it. Surface moisture dries out even more tomorrow. 20% relative humidity in the middle of the afternoon. Basically the same for the next couple of days. We remain dry. Temps will be cool today. Low to middle 60s for the Coachella Valley and overnight lows. We could see some upper 30s in the southeast end by sunrise tomorrow morning, but for the most part 40s for all of us. High pressure, although hanging out a little bit, will add a few more degrees. Upper 60s as we move into tomorrow. 68 degrees on Saturday with lots of sunshine, 69 at Indio. And then Sunday, lots of sunshine, maybe a couple clouds, but middle 70s for highs as the temperatures go on that trend of warming up. In fact, Tuesday, high pressure strengthens over the southwest. That will be a blocking mechanism for a trough that'll begin to move in our direction, so it won't make its way through Southern California. It'll bring some clouds, but temps move into the middle 80s. In fact, the rain stays, middle California, nothing for us in Southern California. But look at the numbers. We reached the 80s on Tuesday. We'll see some clouds, but 86 degrees in Palm Springs, 85 at Indio. Comfort Air 7-day forecast. Cool today. A couple clouds, but mostly sunny skies, breezy conditions. 68 degrees on Saturday with lots of sunshine. Then the warm-up begins. Normal numbers in the middle 70s on Sunday, and then 80s begin Monday of next week.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Hey, hashtag holiday calendar and pop quiz. It's Friday, brought to you by One Coachella Valley. And hello, Manny.
Hello, we're ready.
Have you read the news today? On your
I have.
Yes.
You look so
Manny's
good.
awesome, it says.
It says Manny's awesome. It indeed does.
Okay. That's where Mary got the news today.
I
from
did. I just
his
read it
lapel.
off Manny's coat.
Your horoscope.
What's going on Friday, February 20th, 2026? Flipping the calendar here. It's National Muffin Day. Basically, today you get a license to eat a mini cake. You like muffins?
Oh, so good.
Yes.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man?
Jerry.
It's in my house.
I heard he was in Drury
It's actually
Lane.
on top of my hips, really.
So grab one today. Also, National Handcuff Day is today. Why today? Well, because the patent was issued on this date, 1912, from George A. Carney, who invented the early handcuffs.
Oh, interesting.
But you have the fuzzy kind, right?
The fuzzy. No, that would be you. Don't look over here.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So we heard.
Man, he's like, yes, please.
And it's
Could you
National
share?
and it's National Comfy Day. You know, today's a day to relax, to chill, maybe wear your favorite PJs,
Oh, look
sweatpants.
at those cuties.
Or, you know, chill with your cat.
Take a bath.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
take a
that sounds
bath.
good. Yeah, comfy day today. And comfy, our key word in today's
all
pop
right.
quiz. 2 questions, multiple choice. Let's go to the first one here. Sure, Christmas was almost 2 months ago, but I have a question about a holiday carol, which some say dates back to the 16th century. Which of these traditional Christmas songs features this iconic chorus? O tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy, O tidings of comfort and joy. Is it A, angels we have heard on high, B, God rest ye merry gentlemen, or C, it came upon a midnight clear? You're familiar with that line,
Yes,
right?
I am.
O tidings of comfort and joy.
What did you say? Oh, gosh, we both did the same thing.
B.
Heard on high.
Okay, control room. Tommy is playing with us today. Got a B. Everybody thinks it's a B. Are you serious?
What?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Jerry, you scared me there for a minute. I'm like, maybe I'm messing around too much.
Yes.
Gentleman. Don't get Manny and I started. We just love to sing.
Please, don't get them started.
Please.
Okay, next one. Too Close for Comfort is a television sitcom which aired in the early to middle 80s and was centered around a work-at-home cartoonist, his wife, and 2 daughters. Which former The Mary Tyler Moore Show actor played the role of Henry Rush on the TV show Too Close for Comfort? A. Ed Asner, B. Gavin MacLeod, or C. Ted Knight?
Oh, I see his face. I see his face.
Control room, you get a stab at this first here.
Ed
Got an A.
Don't ask me,
Nick says
Manny.
C. 2 A's
Do
there.
not ask me.
Either Ed Asner or Ted Knight.
I'm going to guess. I know what he looks like.
Can you tell me the answer?
I will. After you show me your letter.
I know. I try all the time.
I'll try Ed Asner.
All right.
He's a friend of
What do we have in the
NBC Palm
control room? I didn't see them. Let's see that again.
A, and C. Okay.
No B's, but the answer is Ted Knight.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes, yes, yes. Boy, 100% on a Friday.
Wow.
This is a happy day. High five.
Yeah, heading into the weekend on a good note.
Yes,
and a good letter,
indeed.
too.
There you go.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back on this Friday morning. I'm Mary Strong. Jerry's going to join us from the Weather Center in just a bit with your forecast for the weekend, but a look at some of the top stories right now. A former Coachella Valley Middle School soccer coach will spend more than 6 decades behind bars for sexually abusing students. 30-year-old Juan Manuel Pantoya Tarancosco of Salton City was sentenced to 61 years and 4 months in state prison at the Banning Justice Center. A jury convicted him in October of multiple counts, including forcible lewd acts on a child and contacting minors to commit sexual offenses involving 5 girls between the ages of 12 and 14. Prosecutors say the abuse happened in 2019 while he was a coach at the after-school education and safety program at Toro Canyon Middle School in Thermal. He was fired by the Coachella Valley Unified School District in 2020. Modernism Week in Palm Springs is wrapping up. While the annual celebration of mid-century architecture has become a staple for design enthusiasts, organizers say it's also making a major impact on the local economy. Our NBC Palm Springs Kai Beach has a story.
Every year, we attract more and more people and educate them about this.
It's Modernism Week in Palm Springs, and that means a major boost for the local economy.
The people who come to Modernism Week are people who actually don't mind spending some money, buying books, buying some souvenirs, spending money on tours, and so that money then disseminates throughout the entire community.
Event publicist Bob Bogart says this annual celebration of mid-century design generates more than $60 million in economic impact.
One of my favorite things about Modernism Week is the passion that people have for it. They are so enthusiastic about the talks that we have, the parties we have.
Visitors travel to our desert from across the country and around the world, filling hotels, dining at local restaurants, and shopping at small businesses like this coffee and record shop in downtown Palm Springs.
It brings in so many people, especially since we're right across the street from the camp.
Owner Kelly Segray says sales nearly doubled during this event, with customers purchasing everything from specialty lattes to vintage LPs.
Definitely, we see this huge upkick of business after it's been a little quiet for a time.
And with the second round of Modernism Week scheduled for fall, experts expect this year's total economic impact to surpass previous records. I'm Kai Beach with NBC Palm Springs.
Well, the Plaza Theater is showcasing a look back into the golden age of Hollywood and Palm Springs as Modernism Week comes to a close. Hollywood Meets the Palm Springs Plaza Theater will take place today at 9:30 in the morning, hosted by show business expert and historian Jim Cook and introduced by Lucy Arnaz. The multimedia event will cover old Hollywood film premieres, mid-century modern homes, and exclusive footage of Tinseltown in the desert. Organizers say the event was created for all of the history buffs in the Coachella Valley. This weekend is the 29th annual Palm Desert Greek Festival. It's this Saturday and Sunday at St. George Greek Orthodox Church in Palm Desert. You'll get to experience authentic Greek food, try heavenly Greek pastries, and dance to live Greek music. Tickets are only $5, and kids 12 and under get in for free. The Chase Awards are back this Saturday. For more than 3 decades, the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards has been one of the Coachella Valley's signature fundraising events, bringing together community leaders, donors, and entertainers to support health equity across Southern California. The Chase Awards are tomorrow at the Palm Springs Convention Center. The 2026 event will honor former Palm Springs Mayor Lisa Middleton for her years of community service and leadership, with a special performance by music legends, The Temptations. For tickets, you can visit daphealth.org. Meanwhile, the former Prince Andrew was arrested and held for hours by British police Thursday on suspicion of misconduct in public office related to his link to Jeffrey Epstein. An extraordinary move in a country where authorities once sought to shield the royal family from embarrassment. NBC's Ralph Sanchez reports from London.
Former Prince Andrew is out of police custody, but he is not out of legal danger. The king's younger brother held for around 11 hours yesterday after his unprecedented arrest at his home in the east of England. He was released late last night without charge, but police say he remains under investigation on suspicion of misconduct in public office. They haven't released details of those allegations, but the arrest comes just weeks after files released by the Department of Justice show that Andrew appeared to have forwarded Jeffrey Epstein internal British government documents while he was serving as a UK trade envoy. Now, King Charles was not given a heads up about the arrest, according to a palace official, but he did release a statement promising police our full and wholehearted support and cooperation, saying, "Let me state clearly, the law must take its course." The King and Queen both continuing their planned schedule yesterday. We are not expecting to see them today, but this has been the biggest aftershock yet internationally of the Epstein scandal, and it has left the monarchy shaken by the first arrest of a member of the royal family in nearly 400 years. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, London.
Raf, thank you so much for that report. And up next, our Manny the Movie Guy will join us in studio to talk about the latest A24 production. But first, we're going to take you back outside for a live look at your Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. There's the sun. The rain and wind are gone, but it's still chilly out there this morning. You might want to grab a jacket as you head out the door. Meteorologist Jerry Steffen will have your full AccuWeather forecast. That's next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday?
Skies have cleared nicely over Southern California. This is our Agua Caliente Casino Cam view. We picked up snow in the mountains, 3 inches at Idlewild, over 1.5 feet of snow, and even more in parts of Big Bear. Rain totals, yeah, not much with that third system that moved through last night. We're talking hundredths of an inch, if anything at all. But during the whole week, those three systems combined picked up over 3 inches of rain at Whitewater, but hundredths of an inch to maybe 2/10 of an inch in the Coachella Valley. Palm Springs, about 1/2 inch. Okay, 63 degrees. That's all we could get for a high yesterday. Clouds and, of course, a frontal boundary moving through with cooler air. Will be in the 60s again this afternoon. Normal numbers are in the 70s, and we'll be there beginning tomorrow. As far as temps right now, 48 degrees at Desert Hot Springs, just 44 at Palm Springs. So a chilly start to some areas of the Coachella Valley. Winds have settled down considerably since the last couple of days. Teens for gusts around the San Gorgonio Pass. We still have a wind advisory from the National Weather Service. That's set to expire at 9 o'clock, but for the most part, the winds have settle down. And even a winter storm warning still in effect till 9 o'clock. That basically has come to an end as well. System exiting the area. The tail end of the front could bring a few clouds, but mostly sunny skies today. And as far as Southern California, yeah, we're not seeing any echoes over the area. A little bit of precipitation over Arizona, but even that will come to an end later today as that system continues to move its way out of the picture. And the rain chances come to an end totally by this afternoon. Wind was an issue over the past few days, but it won't be beginning this afternoon into early next week. We're talking light winds under 10 miles an hour in the Coachella Valley into Monday. And surface moisture, well, that changes too, because we do have an onshore flow that'll turn more northeasterly as that system exits the area. With that northeasterly flow, we have dry air into Southern California. Temps, yeah, on the cool side today. We'll see some sunshine to go with those low to middle 60s this afternoon, and a little chilly tonight with overnight lows in the 40s. Begin the warm up tomorrow. Middle to upper 60s, around 70 degrees. That'll be tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. 68 degrees on Saturday for Palm Springs, 69 to Indio. Then we move to normal stuff. That'll be Sunday with mostly sunny skies, middle 70s in the valley. Okay, after that, next week, we really begin to warm up. There is a disturbance that'll move in our direction. This is Tuesday of next week. We'll get some clouds out of it, but high pressure will not allow that system to move through Southern California. We stay warm, middle to upper 80s by the middle of next week, and any rain stays in Central California. 86 degrees. That'll be definitely warmer than what we have been experiencing over the past few days. 85 at Cathedral City, Tuesday of next week. 83 at Desert Hot Springs. Comfort Air 70 forecast, middle 60s today with mostly sunny skies. All sunshine tomorrow with upper 60s, still below normal. And then normal stuff on Sunday, the 80s. Yeah, that begins Monday of next week.
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Now, it goes without saying, when Canada and the United States meet for gold, you expect drama. But the hockey game between the U.S. women and Canadian teams earlier today delivered on an entirely different level. The U.S. women's team looked to cap off one of the most dominant runs of any team in Olympic history, having won all 6 of their games in Milan and outscoring their opponents 31-1. But early in the second period, Canada takes off with the loose puck and go in on a 2-on-1, and they score. Kristen O'Neill with the shorthanded goal for Canada to put them up 1-0. USA wouldn't manage to find the equalizer, so down 1-0 with just over 2 minutes left in the third and final period. USA pulls their goalie, and American captain Hillary Knight comes onto the ice as an extra attacker, and she comes through, tipping the slap shot from Layla Edwards past the Canadian goalie to tie the game. With that goal, Knight records her 15th goal for Team USA, making her the all-time point scoring and goal scoring leader in the Olympics history. But the job's not finished, and off to 3-on-3 sudden death overtime we go.
Against fresh skaters on the ice. The outlet pass for Keller, a defenseman. Nice move, cuts to the net, score! Keller, the overtime hero, United States, wins gold in Milan.
Taylor Heisey with the long pass to Megan Keller, and Keller takes it straight at the net for a filthy backhand past the goalie, and the game winner. Team USA wins it 2-1. Now, here locally, the Pro Tour was in town this week at Indian Wells, showcasing some of the best athletes in the world. Yes, on the golf course, but they were stars in their own respective sports. Once upon a time, the Pro was created to give athletes an arena to continue to compete, connect, and continue their legacy on the links. This week at Indian Wells, names like our own Grant Fuhr, Dwight Freeney, Golden Tate, John Smoltz, and Nick Van Axel all competed right here in the desert. Tyler Clippard edged Joe Pavelski in a playoff late this afternoon for back-to-back wins on the tour. That'll do it for sports. I'm Caitlin Kelly.
The 2026 Milan Cortina Olympics are coming to a close, but not without a great show of dominance from the United States on the ice last night. Alyssa Liu has made history for Team USA. The reigning world champ surged from third after the short program with a dazzling free skate to win Olympic gold at Milano Cortina. Her career best 226.79 marks the first U.S. women's figure skating title in 24 years.
I mean, I'm just so happy with my performance tonight. It was everything I wanted it to be, and I'm glad that I was hyped, the crowd was hyped, and I just remembered to breathe through it. I mean, I hope that I'm inspiring the kids to be more out there and make decisions that some people won't agree with, because that's how you have to be sometimes.
Again, Lou smashing a 20-year medal drought for the U.S. in one of the marquee events of the Winter Games. She was absolutely spectacular. We're going to take a look at the medal count. Team USA now leaping over host nation Italy after a dominating day on the ice. So exciting. Norway still dominating the #1 slot. We'll have more Olympic coverage for you coming up this morning right after the Today Show. And if you want to stay up to date on all things Olympics, you can head over to our Olympic webpage, NBCPalmSprings.com/Olympics. You'll find all of our coverage of the Winter Games, the current Olympic medal count, and the event schedule. Manny the Moviegoer joins us next with his movie pick of the week. Stay right here.